17-year-old went to the Lord on April 17, 2012. High school junior, studying to be a firefighter, Mother Paula and Father Kenneth endured the loss of their son. His sisters Michaela and Krista also had to endure this tragedy. On Thursday, April 19, 2012, from 4 to 8 p.m., you are welcome to attend the calling hours. The funeral service will be held at 11 a.m. Friday, April 20th, 2012 at Genoa Baptist Church, Westerville, Ohio. His name was Kenny Rizika. Some of you may have heard about this tragedy, while others may have read this very paragraph in the newspaper only 2 years ago. This is the very thing that this bill is trying to prevent. Kenny was training at the Delaware Career Center to become a firefighter, studying to be a lifesaver, killed by one mistake that could have been prevented. Intruding, punishment, freedom binding, and discriminating are all adjectives used to describe House Bill 204. We need to gain experience and mature without people telling us what to do. You think having to wait 6 months to drive is intruding and freedom binding? What about going to jail, charged with vehicular manslaughter because you accidentally hit and killed someone in a car accident while you were screwing around with your friends? You will have to share a cramped jail cell with a real murderer or a drug addict until you're in your 40s. You will have plenty of time to mature in that jail cell. You will be considered fresh meat. You will be taken advantage of. You will give your one dessert to an inmate that will beat you to a pulp if you don't. During lunch and your 1 hour of free time a day, you will be sitting all by yourself. During which time, you will have plenty of time to think about why you landed yourself in jail. The event will play over and over again in your head, haunting you every day of your life, and it doesn't stop. Seeing your loved one sitting next to you, limp and lifeless. You may not even be able to recognize them because they will be so mauled. Maybe they didn't die on impact. Can you picture that happening to someone that you love so you could have a little freedom? I know that you don't want to, but it happens. In fact, it happens 2,604 times a year. Then you have to go to their funeral, being watched by every family member as you walk up to their open casket and have to be reminded of what they look like. All the memories will come flooding back to you, and all the future plans will emerge, but they're gone. You can't say goodbye to them. You can't hear their voice again, their laugh, or see them smile one more time because they're dead. Then the bell will ring, and you will have to go back to mopping floors, scrubbing other people's toilets, and eating prison food for every meal. On top of all this guilt, you will have to tell every future boss on an application, friend, boyfriend or girlfriend, and family member that you went to jail. Remember that dream of being a professional athlete, doctor, or singer? Well, you better forget it because it's not going to happen. You can't say, "I'm sorry, it was an accident, you were just screwing around and having fun," because quite frankly, they aren't going to care. "I'm sorry" will not bring that loved one back. My opponents will tell you that teens need their freedom. They need to experience it for themselves. They will get plenty of experience when they see a 3,500-pound steel object moving straight toward them at 65 miles an hour. Sure, that will give them tons of experience, but the only problem is that experience may just kill them. Can you imagine having fun with all of your buddies and not having a care in the world? That is what we teenagers live for. That is also what we die for. 3,500 pounds. 3,500 pounds racing towards you at 65 miles an hour. That is no laughing matter. According to teendriving.statefarm.com, 1 in 4 ninth graders report having been in a crash. 1, 2, 3, 4, you crashed. 1, 2, 3, 4, you crashed. Think about it. Any day, one of you could get in a wreck. And for any one of you, that car may be the last thing that you ever see. 2,604 doctors gone every year. 2,604 possibilities to stop cancer gone every year. 2,604 ways to stop world hunger vanish every year. 2,604 ways to end poverty disappear every year. 2,604 lifesavers die every year. This bill saves lives.